Alright, so we're gonna continue Take Me Back with Taeyang. We're gonna check out Only Look at Me. Now, the song that was supposed to come before this for a reaction was supposed to be up a long time ago. But I'm a bad person. Bad person. I'm just kidding. I'm not a bad person. I'm just bad at life. This is like the first time I've made that mistake this year. It's April. I made the mistake a couple times last year. But it's April. Am I allowed to make this mistake every now and then? You know what? This wouldn't be an issue if I always had my mic plugged in. But I unplug it because look, like it's like right in front of me. My keyboard's actually right here. So if I want to use like my number keys, I have to like reach around, like literally, my mic. That ain't it. So until I get a better setup, I always gotta unplug it. Usually I'm pretty good at remembering to not forget to plug it back in. But I did. But right now we're gonna check out Taeyang's song. Obviously, y'all know about everything that's gone on. I guess I'll touch on it very briefly at the end, and like what that means for me with like checking out Big Bang. But let's check out Taeyang's "Only Look at Me." The song finished, and I'm still talking. I always find it so awkward. There's like no sound in the background, and I'm just talking, and I'm still doing it. I only look at me. Oh.
여보세요?
어,
어디야?
여기 도서관.
그래.
She's
오늘
not
시험
familiar.
어때?
미안, 오늘 시험인데.
그래.
Why?
그렇구나.
미안, 괜찮아?
I understand this whole conversation, I swear.
어쩔 수
Oh, this is his
없지.
first mini album.
미안.
It seemed like such an awkward conversation. I mean, seems. I know exactly what was said. What was that? Oh lordy, that's awkward. Oh, I love these kind of videos, bro. And then this is so this is so classic. Oh, this reminded me of what is it? Was it Mr. Independent that kind of started similarly, but it was like outdoors from Neo? Well, it wasn't necessarily exactly like this at all. And I mean like the concept. All the while she's just watching this all go down. Ooh. Not gonna lie, this one kind of just creeped past a bunch of the a good amount of the Taeyang songs that I've heard, except Eyes Nose Lips. That song remains untouched. Simpler times. Did he just like see her with like each of his boys? I mean, I'm not sure they're all his boys at this point, but like for the MV, but. Oh, brother. big ass watch is also mega old school. Ooh. This is like screaming Obarion's Icebox for me right now.
Stop.
I still think about that scene in that little diner. Is he about to start dancing in water, bro? I just checked out 2 p.m. The whole MV was in water. Don't do that. I saw you walking on water. Korean Jesus. In the end, she just didn't really care. And did top go. So good. You the Korean Jesus, bro. He was walking all along his way. You good? I'm triggered. I was invested in this story. You just play with my emotions like that? Nah. Taeyang. I thought we were cool. I thought we were cool. Dude, singing from the other side of the train too? That's commitment. Ooh, I sat here like reading through the lyrics, and it has definitely crept up on other Taeyang songs that I've heard. It has, but it doesn't touch, for me personally, Eyes No Slips. Eyes No Slips just reigns supreme for Taeyang, and it's such an old R&B type vibe that like you just come to like expect from older Big Bang and Taeyang's music. Period. So I told y'all last time that we had to a point on the list, because obviously if you don't know, I've been following a list for Big Bang of everything debut to most recent, and I'm at a point in that list where there's a bunch of solos. So I will be checking out a bunch of solos. The reason for this gap with Big Bang since last time, obviously I told you the Sunset Glow situation, which is just me and my stupidity. But it doesn't have to do with the situation with Seungri that happened. I made a post on Twitter pretty much stating pretty much my stance morally, which I feel like were facts when I posted that. I feel like everybody should be able to take the same moral stance on what's right and wrong, and regardless of who's involved, people should be able to see that there are people involved in some serious shit. I said in that post that I wasn't gonna stop checking out Big Bang, and the reason I felt the need to make that post when I did make it was because I do take me back. Not a lot of people, and it's not like to say anything about any other YouTuber necessarily, but not a lot of people are checking out groups like Big Bang, FC Island, SCM Blue, and even Drug Restaurant that I checked out all through last year. All 4 of those groups, and one person from like each of those groups seems to be involved in that whole situation. So that's kind of why I felt the need to like just at least say like what my stance was, because if I just like don't say anything, I just keep uploading, and people may get an idea that I'm okay with things and whatever. I say whatever, but that's not to downplay it, but you know what I mean. I just felt the need like to say that. Yeah, so that's like where my stance lies with that whole thing. Like I said, I feel like everyone's moral compass should point the same way. But it's not gonna. I'm not gonna stop checking out Big Bang. Like I said, we're at solos anyway, so I can check out a bunch of GD and Top. I can check some Taeyang, I can check out some daesung. There's other daesung stuff to check out, and there's other Big Bang songs that I can check out more down the line that are actually after the solos that I'm up to on the list. So when we get to songs like Blue, that I think is actually directly after the solos, we'll get there. But like I said, I didn't want to turn this video into like talking about that whole situation. I guess it kind of did become that for the most part at the end, at least. But I want to let y'all know, because I know a decent amount of VIPs follow me, and I want you to know where like the way I see it. Okay, so yeah, we'll get back to Big Bang soon. There's, like I said, another Taeyang song on the list, and I think it's Turn It Up from Top, which should be within like the next couple of weeks, and then I'm gonna take a break from Take Me Back as a whole.